What's going on, guys? My name is The Fallen Knight, and today I'm going to bring you guys a gameplay commentary of a new series I want to try to do on the channel. Let me know if you like it. I'm going to call it Savage Strats, and it's just going to talk about basic strategies you can use to win your games, or, have fun, because obviously, like we talked about, I am not MLG, I'm just some dude, and I like to play video games. Okay, so we're going to be titling this Early Game Beast Win, 5 minutes, we can win before we have to go downstairs for dinner. Yep, that sounds like a good strategy for this, or name for the strategy. So this is an early game strategy, as I've said, or early game build, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to try to win as fast as we can, as fast as we possibly can, because the longer the game goes out, the less good this build is, I guess, if you want to word it like that. Not necessarily less good, but we're not going to prioritize our guns necessarily, so we're not really going to win prolonged fights. I know I'm not exactly the best commander. Like, I don't have all the keys memorized, and I have to drag and drop everything, and I'm really slow navigating and moving around the map, and it's hard to multitask, but this is my first RTS, and I'm enjoying it a lot. So, hopefully, I can keep playing and get better, and if you guys keep watching, I will get better for you. So, with all that BS out of the way, let's talk about the actual build. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to get Frenzy, and then Sacrifice. And what this allows us to do is start suicide bombing their workers and their towers before they really have a chance to build up or do anything. Right here I'm just building the Nexus and the Poison Claws because you kind of have to start building anything. So, might as well get it. But the real strategy behind this game is the Frenzy Sacrifice combo. Because the beasts with their hop, they're able to take a lot of ground very fast in the early game. And the hop is able to dodge turret shots really easy, so you can just pop a frenzy, pop a sacrifice, and non-stop hop until you get where you want to get, and then blow yourself up. So a quick tip for newer players is, I see that a lot of the times they don't command their bots, and when you don't command your bots, they just sit in base AFK, freaking jacking off all day. So you have to actually tell them to do stuff for you. And you can do that by hitting G and T. G commands your defenders, and what that does is it tells them to defend somewhere so you can build a garrison or help build a structure that's nearby, and then you can command T to tell them to move somewhere, to take ground for you and to take out enemy structures. And you can also use the defenders as attackers. You just hit defend like really far up, and then they'll start going over there and attacking, quote unquote. And as you can see, I've done that in this video. And the reason I have bots on my team is because, I come home from school and work late, and this community only has like 10 people that play all day. So we really need to get our community base bigger, and you can do that by spreading this video, wink wink nudge nudge. So getting back on track, as you can see, the first shrine that I'm building for the team is going to be the Fire Shrine, and the reason I'm doing that is because the Fire Shrine is arguably the most important shrine to build for the Beast team, because it houses all of your siege weaponry. And for this specific strategy, all we're going to do is focus on siege. It's kind of like when the humans do a chemical build, and they just try to take out your buildings as fast as you can. That's exactly what we're doing here, but for the Beast team instead. As you've probably noticed in the background of the gameplay, what I've been doing is I've been upgrading my lair to level 2, and I'm right about to get the tier 1 fire weapon, so we can actually have a ranged weapon to start taking out, other enemy players. But the reason I keep looking over at that side of the map is, I noticed that the humans haven't built a garrison yet, and I'm kind of taking a risky gamble right here, but isn't that what this game is all about? And I'm telling them to defend our workers so that we could build a settlement right there, or a garrison, whatever you want to call it. The reason we're going to be building a garrison so close up is because this is an early game strategy that I'm showing you guys. And if it fails, then we lose the game. But if it succeeds, then we do win the game right off the bat, because there's pretty much no way they could take that out at this point. So you have to take risks when you're doing this build, because you're not really going for a late game. So this is why I have my workers push up, and we're going to start building the garrison right outside of their base. Thankfully, our workers are able to win the gamble, or they're about to win the gamble, and they're going to set up a garrison right outside of the enemy base. Now, the first thing you want to do as soon as you set up a garrison close to the enemy is start spamming your towers and your structures, because this provides defense for your newfound garrison, and it's harder for the enemies to deal with it. But they are smart in this game, and they're able to take out our tower before it goes up. This is a minor setback, but it's nothing we can't work around. The last key point of this build is you want to start working on your level 2 units as soon as you can, which for the beast is the Stalker. And this is because this build focuses primarily on siege, and our ranged weapons are kind of bad. So you need a unit that can take more punishment and has more stamina, so you could run up there and sacrifice and get in the enemy's face more. This game is about to end because the enemy team is going to forfeit because this strategy is unstoppable. And I'm willing to share it with you guys so you can be unstoppable as well. So let's go over a brief summary on the key points that we learned. Going over our build order once again, first thing you're going to get is the Nexus into the Poison Claws because you have to. Once you have that finished, you're going to build an Arcana into Frenzy, and then from Frenzy, you're going to build your Fire Shrine into Sacrifice. Using your Frenzy and Sacrifice, you're going to take out as many structures as you can see while you work on your next build, which is going to be both Garrisons and the level 2 unit. After those two are finished, you should be able to rush down the enemy base and win the game. Well, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Let me know down in the comments below if you want to make this a series. I was thinking about doing that. Also, let me know what I can improve on. I really appreciate your feedback. But other than that, my name has been The Fallen Knight, and I think it's time for you to get out of my face.